Husband cheated with his female best friend. Posted by Gala Ninja. If you like these stories and want to see more, please like and subscribe. Out of the many infidelities my husband committed, the one I feel hurt the most occurred 3 years ago. He had a female best friend at that time. A single mom of 2, a musician, who he allowed to stay at our place, twice for 2 weeks each, when she lost her then partner to suicide. Their relationship as friends had always been a mystery to me, but since he decided to include me in many of their activities, I tried to overcome my insecurities for the sake of our relationship. We were already on shaky ground at this point due to many years of infertility and failure to conceive. I'd like to add that my husband worked as an event photographer and indie film camera operator. He knew a lot of people, was very extroverted and had a lot of artistic landscape in common with this female friend. I work as a high school teacher on minimum wage. At one point, I got pregnant, and I thought things would improve. When this female's partner committed suicide, she needed a shoulder to cry on and asked to stay at our place. I had my reservations and tried to voice them out, but my husband, who is always great in debate and argumentation, won me with logic. I was in my 3rd trimester at this point, so I was always sleepy and early to bed. I don't know anything that happens once I go to sleep. Fast forward to 6 months later, they, husband and female friend, had a falling apart. I later found out that female friend was getting therapy for her anxiety disorder. She sent me screenshots of correspondence between her and my husband. All of them were malicious coming from my husband's end, but I noticed she deliberately edited her correspondence to not look guilty. The content has vague areas, and I'm not sure if they had sex. Regardless, I'm hurt that he told her he loves her, though he was clear that my baby and I are part of his life. At that point, I lost all respect and trust I had for my husband. He was extremely apologetic and decided to act better. He cannot explain why those things happened and why he acted that way, though. But he took all the blame, deleted all his social media accounts, and ended his relationship with this female. I still wanted to separate from him, but I was unemployed at that time. No savings and no career to fall back on. I decided to stay until I got my bearings and earned considerably enough. This month is the 3rd anniversary of when these screenshots happened. I have also bounced back career and money-wise, which could be one of the reasons why I have revisited these screenshots and all these emotions from the past. So I guess I'm confused. Should I push through with my plan from 3 years ago to separate from him when I can? Technically now, financially speaking, or should I just move forward in our relationship? He didn't repeat any infidelity, at least none that I know of. I could say that our relationship has significantly improved too. He even told me right away when this female friend resurfaced and communicated with him last year. I don't want to ask for my peers' opinions, and I'd rather have an objective stranger assess my POV. Thanks for reading until the end. I would appreciate all your input. And now for the top comments. You only found out because the other person told. It's easy for him to let you know she contacted him because she sounds a bit unstable, and he is no longer interested anyways. But in his industry, he will have lots of opportunities. You either trust him, or you don't. Investing more time in his relationship once trust is gone is a waste of time and only delays the eventual outcome. But only you know what you can live with. Good luck! So I don't care what you want yourself to believe, I'm going to tell you what it is. He has no respect for you. Everything he wrote to that woman about you was to get into her pants. He wanted a relationship with someone else. Plain and simple. While he was still with you. Does that seem like something someone who has respect and loves would do? Stop romanticizing him. Stop playing blind to the fact that it was over the second he had to have a friend of the opposite sex. The only friend, a partner, should have, want, and ever need is you. Know your worth, let him go, move on with your life. Let this relationship be a learning one, make lists, one of good and the other of the bad that you experienced during this time. Take the bad list and make sure no one ever treats you that way ever again. You deserve better, way better than him. Good luck, and oh pray you to let him go, no contact, heal and find peace and happiness. He was strategic in fracking this other woman, and you were strategic staying with her until you were earning enough to leave. Neither of these two things sounds ethical, do they? At the very least, I would sit him down and tell him that the past 3 years were a sham on your part as you were planning to leave when you could. Then either try to work that out or leave. Stop equivocating between both of your actions. He was a pig for fracking this other woman, and you were an opportunist by staying with him. And now for our next story. My ex-wife and affair partner ambushed by shooter. Posted by WolfGray77. Me, 25 male and 24 female divorced, over her cheating with a random guy. She moved in with him and took my 6-year-old with her. A few months later, my son told me, her affair partner touched him somewhere. Inexcusable, I immediately moved him to his grandparents against my ex's wishes, who seemed to not even believe my son, but actually seemed angry with him over him revealing what happened. Long story short, I hear from my ex's mom that she and her affair partner were ambushed by a gunman in a parking lot with the affair partner dying on the scene, and the ex is currently in ICU with gun wounds to the chest and neck and is suspected to survive. Am I evil for not feeling sorry for them, or not regretting it happened? The only good news is now my son is with me full time, but he is devastated over his mother, even though she let him be molested. Should I explain to a child that his mother doesn't love him? He's only 6, or should I just wait until he's older and show him the police report etc.? And record my son's confession to show him when he's older? He can't go to the hospital because of the Rona to visit her as my ex's mom pressured me to. I just need advice on what to do. Ever since all this happened, my moral compass is off, and I feel like I caused my son nothing but pain. And now for the top comments. Tell her mother that she is not your responsibility and the fact that she allowed that pos to touch your son, she will not have contact with him until she has done the work necessary by seeking therapy. Do not tell your son his mother didn't love him. Do not burden your 6-year-old like that. His mother possibly dying is bad enough. You are not evil for your feelings. She did not protect her own son. I understand your anger. I would be too. Don't let anger cloud your son's emotional well-being. Being told your mother doesn't love you is something you'll live with forever. That's a scar that won't go away. Later you can say she did not protect him against his abuser and that you are very sorry that you chose the wrong partner to be the mother of your future child, your son. That he deserved better, and she was unfortunately not very good at being his mom. She made very bad choices in her life. You do not want him to feel he's not good enough or that it's his fault somehow. Place the blame where it lies. Bad luck of having a crappy mother. That you love him and name all the people who do. That even though she failed to protect him, you understand how sad he must be about his mom. Be his rock. Never badmouth the other parent to a child, no matter how young or old they are. You'll always come across as the bad guy. They're not dumb. They'll figure it out, but it's still their parent, right or wrong, they have feelings for them. Just always be there for them. And get them in counseling ASAP. And now for our next story. I cheated, and now my girlfriend doesn't like me watching porn. Posted by Medical Throwaway 4276. I cheated through text on my girlfriend multiple times over a year ago, and she found out. We were able to work through it, and I changed my behavior. I've been faithful now for over a year, and it feels good knowing that I'm treating her right and not having to hide my phone. Things have been going fairly smooth, but she does bring it up occasionally, stating that she's not completely past it yet. Other than that, the relationship has been perfect. We packed up my van and hit the road for 3 months this summer and just got back home about 2 weeks ago. It's been going great until today when she found out I occasionally watch porn. She claimed that I broke my last chance that she gave me and packed her bags and left crying, stating that I didn't love her, which is far from the truth. She never stated that she did not want me watching porn, in fact, the opposite. At the start of our relationship, she told me that she didn't see porn as cheating or an issue and said I could watch it. Now she claims it's an issue because of the cheating in the past. She never asked me if I watched it, and I never told her. Maybe I should have? She claims I should have known what she meant when she said no more females back when I got caught. I also admitted to her at that time that I regularly watched and talked back and forth with cam models on Pornhub. She told me she never wants me to do that again, or it's over. Watching porn has never been the topic of an argument before. It's only been about me talking to other girls. Am I stupid for assuming she meant to stop talking to other girls and not to never watch porn again? I know this may belong in relationship advice, which I've also posted in there. However, when it involves cheating, they tend not to give advice and simply jump down your throat for being a piece of crap. And now for the top comments. Honestly, this is on both of you. I don't think it's cool watching porn during a relationship unless the so enjoys it as well, but in this case, she literally has an emotional trauma because of you. I think the two of you need to work on communication urgently, so, to sit down, open your hearts and tell what do you want from each other, your boundaries, to say the least. So, to be honest, she may have just wanted an out. I'm going to tell you, once trust is broken, it's broken. There is no rebuilding, there is no fixing it. Trust is exactly like a glass vase. When it breaks, it shatters. You can try to rebuild or fix it, but it will never be as strong. She could be tired of wondering if you are doing it, wondering if she's just a fool. So when she found the porn, she couldn't trust that you weren't still talking with the porn people. Use this relationship as a learning one. The next time you decide to commit to someone and be their person, and you feel the need to talk to and entertain others, leave. Leave who you are with, because truly, subconsciously, you don't believe they are your person? If you feel the need to go get attention from someone other than the person you are with, just leave. If you do make the dumb mistake of doing this again and get caught, leave. She will never trust you, and there is no point in delaying the inevitable. To be honest, it wasn't about the porn, and you see the wrong thing, it's about the trust that was broken. I hope you learn and take the time to heal yourself before getting into the next relationship. Her reaction would be totally understandable had she communicated this boundary with you. If she tells you it's okay then doesn't tell you different, why would she get upset? That said, my personal view is watching porn when in a relationship is a bad idea. What's your say on this? Do you have a similar story? Comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.